I'm Dr. Barbara Geistfeld. Some of you know me very well. I've been the Lutherans For Life Regional Director of Texas. It'll be 4 years in July. It's gone by in a flash. I hope to be doing this a while longer yet. I cannot even begin to touch the value of Renee and Jeff sharing that. They have said everything they needed to say, everything that I was thinking about saying. And so I'm here to tell you, just that one little picture. There you go. We have, I'm not going to ask you to stand, but we have life team members here from Living Word. We are on the life team at Trinity Blanco. Melanie Scarth is here from Living Lord of Life in Plano, where I'll be doing a presentation tomorrow, actually, my Life Gift from God presentation. We've got life team members from several places. We've got our Houston chapter, and they have been looking at the life team materials because we think it's an important thing. And why do we think it's an important thing? I don't know if you can see this. It's shifted a little bit. All of these words are usually on the iceberg. But that's an image that God sent to me one night in total. I just had to get up and type all the little words in there. If it's supposed to be abortions on the part of the iceberg that you can see. Like I said, this has shifted somehow in the computer. If we focus on abortion, which is very important, we all know that, it's very important, but we're missing 90% of the life issues that are really out there that need to be addressed. End of life, stillbirth, miscarriage, fetal development, contraception, human trafficking, embryonic stem cell research, physician-assisted suicide, euthanasia, sexual purity. These things are all intertwined. They're all life issues. One of the things that, and we all do bottle drives, we all do diaper drives. We just recently at our church, our life team had a Christian attorney come in. And we had so much material that we ended up having to do it 2 Saturday mornings with a nice breakfast and then 3 hours and we went home. She covered end of life issues from the estate planning. It's important for Christians to be involved in all that stuff and plan it ahead. And the next week, a few weeks later, we did end of life from the medical standpoint. End of life, guys, is not just white-haired people. End of life can be at any age from miscarriage to 106 years old. Christians need to be talking about that. You need to know about power of attorney, medical power of attorney, legal power of attorney, living wills, advanced directives. Are we making godly decisions? When was the last time you had a special Mother's Day or Father's Day luncheon at your church or at a nursing home to show respect and honor to the elderly people? When is the last time you might have gone to a place for abused children? Depending on what they let you do and what they let you say. The sky is the limit here. And the advantage of a life team that Renee and Jeff are talking about is that you are trained. We are not sending out loose cannons to say whatever it pops into their head. We try desperately, in fact, to avoid loose cannons. We want to be trained. We want to be on the same page. And that is my job here in Texas. That is exactly what I was hired for. I visit churches and I visit schools in order to spread the word of life. I am trained to train you. I trained the life team here at Living Word because Carl just wanted me to be here. You don't have to have me there. Texas is a big place, and these materials are absolutely wonderful. And I say that because I was one of the ones on the committee that went through it with a fine-tooth comb, and we tweaked it and made it really Lutheran because we want it in our churches. We want people to trust it. And this is why. I want you to get your eyes off of abortion, not that it's not important, but that you open up your vision to see what other things you might want to do in your church. And part of the training that they didn't mention, when you're all done, you've got a leader and you've got some members and your pastors are head on top of all this and your council and your elders are behind it. You spend the next few months sitting down together and meeting and praying and saying, what does God want us to do here at Living Word? What does God want us to do at Faith Plano? What does God want us to do at Trinity Blanco? Every church is different. He may put something in your head that you hadn't thought about. And you take time to do that so you can be the best you can possibly be. And I just realized I see Jean Amundsen nodding over there. And it is her direct, absolute fault that I'm standing here in front of you today. My husband and I took life team training from her, and before you knew it, I was the regional director of Texas. Thank you, Jean. I thank God for that. And I thank God for every single one of you here, because a life team has a lot of potential to do good things. And I guarantee you it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's kind of easy to go through materials. It's not so easy to make it work. And so just trust God to lead you and open your eyes. It could take years. Jim and I were trained for 6 years before we started a life team at Trinity Blanco. It took that long for everybody to get on board and get over that these are those anti-abortion people. I had a young lady say to me, what does the life team do? They teach against abortion, right? Because I went to the council to meet with them. I said, no. Did you see my iceberg in the church newsletter? That's what we're for. That's what we're all about. So you could make your own iceberg. You can put anything in there that makes sense to you, but get your eyes off the top of the berg and look at the rest. Because it's the bottom stuff, the 90% that you don't see, that's going to sink your ship. So God's blessings on you. My name is everywhere. I'm on the website. I'm at my table. Please call me. I would love to come visit your church. And what I usually do is I start with my PowerPoint. It starts with that little conceptus and goes all the way to the other end, covers every one of those things that people don't think of as life issues, and I said, here I am. So thank you for your time, and thank you for your prayers.